everybody. My name is Kim. It's been a little while since I've did a video, but I had an idea like just a couple seconds ago, and I wanted to just make a short video. I'm going to talk about the different types. Like the SPs, SJs, NTs, and NFs. And I'm going to talk about them, how they were as kids. Each type, that they are very, as children, are very different. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. But for today, I'm just going to do two types. And then the next video, I will do a couple more types. Okay, so we're going to talk about the NFs and the NTs and how they are as children. Now, we're going to start with the NTs. Now, the NTs, when they hit kindergarten, they're very, they talked early, when they were little. So they were able to say a few words, something that makes sense. So yeah, they're quick learners, even as children. They are, in their classes. They pick up things really easily, and they're independent, as children. Yes, they're independent. They like to explore things. They like to analyze things. They are known to be daydreamers, not just the NFs, but the NTs. They're known to kind of drift off somewhere in their mind, in their imagination, and just they have a strong, rich imagination or inner world. They daydream about the cosmos, the outer space, the planets, and they think to themselves like, who made this? Who made this universe? Who made the planets? Who made the sun and all that stuff? So they're the type of child that asks a lot of questions to their parents. Like, well, why does a bird fly? Why can't I fly? They'll ask a lot of questions. They'll say, well, why can't I get to outer space, and go and live on a planet? Like they're going to ask questions, and their parents, if their parents are not NTs, say their parents are SJs, and so an SJ parent is going to, after a while, maybe get a little irritated by this, tons of questions and the curiosity and all that. NT children are very curious, and they like to explore what makes them curious. Asking questions is their way of because they're curious. They're curious little kids. They love learning. A lot of the NT children, they're going to go to their parent and say, I want a telescope. I want to be able to see the stars and the moon. and whatever else is up there, in outer space or something. Because this is going to fascinate the NT children. This is what fascinates them. The things that are the unknown, the things that they are so fixated on and want to learn about. NT children, at school, they're very, very high achievers. They get good grades. They can absorb so much information and be able to pick it up quickly, like that. And so the teachers, they don't worry too much about the NT child. They know that this child picks up things quickly, and they don't need to supervise them. They don't need to hold their hand, as they might maybe for another student that is maybe struggling to understand what the teacher's teaching about. But NT children, they pick up things quickly. They're just like information sponges. They retain a lot. Just NT children, they want to they want to improve their mind. They want to learn a lot of things. They're curious little kids. They like to explore the unknown. A lot of NTs are going to be into UFOs or things that are unexplainable or hard to explain. A lot of them are going to be into dinosaurs. They love learning about dinosaurs. They love learning about outer space, the solar systems, the Milky Way, and how each of the planets, how they work. NT children, they're the type to want to go to their parents and get them a microscope, because a lot of them, they're exploring, and so they might bring an insect in a jar that they want to use the telescope to look closer and to learn about this insect that they caught. This is how they are. They're like they like to analyze things. They like to see. They like to see how how an insect or some other creation, how they like to know a lot about it. So they're going to do a lot of research, on the computer about this type of insect that they caught. NT kids, they want to be treated, equally, and sometimes parents, they can kind of be partial to one child, and when the NT child, kind of spots that, the NT child is going to go to their parents and say, this isn't fair. Why can't I have this, when my brother is allowed to have that? That's not fair. And so NT children are all about wanting things to be fair, wanting their parents, to be fair. That's I think that, the partiality and being unfair it really works them up, because they like, things to be fair, you know. All right, that is the NT kids. I'm going to just speak a little bit about the NF kids. Now, the NF kids are very affectionate. They love to hug their parents when they come home from school. They are just, in school, they are good writers. They write really brilliant poetry. Like, they have that gift. These children have that gift of language and putting it on paper, the meaning of the language that they're writing out on paper. They love writing. They love that stuff. They love writing poetry. They do well in school too. They get good grades, and they can pick up things quickly too. A lot of the NF kids, they like to take part in a play at school. A school may have a play, and they want to get in there, and they want to be a part of that, because that is what NF kids like. They're creative, and being in a play is creative. They can showcase their creativity, their acting, and it just, they love acting like a character, NF kids are, they really have a special bond with their teacher, and having a teacher that, that really knows that they are sensitive children, and having that teacher that sees the potential in the NF child, that like, they seek that validation. NF children, they seek that at home too with their parents, the validation, it's important to them. NF children too, they have, a very good imagination, very enriching inner world, or outer world, NF children, they're creative. Some of them, want to, some of them can paint, they really enjoy painting. Some of them like the NF children, they like to go to a theater performance, and it inspires them. It enriches their, their creativity, their being imaginative and all that stuff. NF children are, about, they're sensitive. They're very sensitive kids, very intense children. They're very sensitive. And at school, when a child is sensitive, they can get bullied. Some child can pick up on that and bully them. So that is a challenge for NF children. They like to volunteer, maybe at a pet shelter or something, or just something that interests them, and something that makes them feel good and makes them feel like they're contributing to society. Just as a child, this is the way they think. They want to, they want a better world. They want to contribute to this world, do something meaningful, something purposeful, you know, and these are children that think of these things, you know, early on in life, you know. Okay, I am way over my time here, and I hope you enjoy this video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And I'm going to do a couple more personality types next video. All right. I will talk to you guys again in the next video.